Word Mafia.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to another episode of Aqua Mafia Watches Lost. I'm Jesse.
I'm Kristine.
Today we are watching Season 3, Episode 10, Tricia Tanaka is Dead.
Who the heck is that?
Tricia Tanaka.
Who's Tricia Tanaka?
Good question. Is she alive now?
I mean, no, because it says Tricia Tanaka is dead.
Will we meet her and then she dies?
No, but it says she's currently dead.
True.
So...
True. They're going to find her grave.
Well, at least I know what to expect right now. Like, I'm not going to get attached to this character because I know she's dead.
Yeah. What happened previously on Lost?
Not much.
A filler episode.
It kind of was.
They ran out of flashback for Jack, but they had to do another Jack episode.
We just learned what his tattoos mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do think the flashback would have been more impactful if it was about something else he did following the divorce. Because his divorce is such a big part of his past.
Yeah.
And to focus it on his tattoo is not what anyone wanted.
Well, yeah. It was interesting because, like, I kind of wish that, like, the flashback, because they made a whole big, not a huge deal, but they did, like, mention it a few times at least. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, Thailand, like, I went to Thailand for, like, a while.
Just that's where he learned poker.
Yeah. And, I guess, like, we didn't see any of that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I wanted to know more about
they're setting this up, and no one cared about this. I jokingly made a big deal about the mystery of his tattoos when they first came up in season 1, because I knew it was leading to this episode. I was like, his tattoo, and even then you were like, "Why do you bring his? Who cares about his tattoos?" Like, they mentioned it.
I did, yeah. I was just like, actors have tattoos.
Yeah, those are his real tattoos.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, actors have tattoos in movies that don't. Like, necessarily yeah. I was just like, cool, he has tattoos.
I'm writing it down as a mystery.
Why?
It was all for that episode.
But apparently, what does it mean? He
lives among us, but he is not one of us.
Yeah.
But that's not what it means. That's what it translates to. It means what she said, that he is a leader. But that means that he's separate from everyone, and it makes him very lonely and angry.
Mm-hmm. Which it does.
Yeah, which is accurate.
It's pretty fucking accurate.
I guess it does add more context to him, his reluctance to accept the role as leader in season 1. Because he's like, I'm not a leader. And also, his dad kind of always told him he wasn't a leader.
Right.
All that combined with him being confronted with, no, my magic powers tell me you're a leader. And he's like, there's no such thing as magic or fate or
destiny.
Meaning. Nothing matters.
He's basically the most atheist that could ever atheist.
He was in his
but it's like it's weird. You know what it is? Like it's like Jack doesn't even believe in spirituality as a thing.
Yeah.
Like, not even just God, just any spirituality at all. He's like, nah, it's bullshit.
Yes, he's he's the most man of science on the show.
Like, on the spectrum, he's like...
Yes. There's the established spectrum. It's Jack and Locke.
Yeah.
And Jack's over here saying, not only do I only believe what I can see, I only believe what has already been proven by science.
Yeah, which is like the most unscientific thing you can probably do, honestly.
Sure. It's the most... because even Saeed, who is also on the science spectrum of the island, is religious... And will believe the impossible if he sees it.
Yeah. Like,
he'll question it. He'll say that there might be more to it, but I literally saw Walt. Yeah,
even though he's not on the fucking island. He's like, how did I see Walt? Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing a polar bear. I'm seeing a smoke monster.
Yeah, right? I can't explain that.
I can't explain it, but they're here, and we got to deal with it. And Jack's like, there's an explanation. I don't need to think about it.
Yeah. It's so, yeah, it is kind of funny that, like, as much as Jack believes in what he sees, he, like, that's, like,
he will deny it.
Yeah, he's actually, like, that's very unscientific because, like, scientists are trying to prove their own theory wrong most of the time.
Yes.
Like, they should be, like, the most open-minded people.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
And Jack is very scientific, but not very open-minded because this crap scares him.
Yeah.
The idea that Desmond, a guy he met,
is on this island.
Is also on this island.
He's like,
It's impossible. That they would remember each other. That the hatch itself, whatever it is impossible. And he's like, I don't believe it. But Saeed's like, it might be true.
I know.
It's just something we don't know yet.
And then Locke is like, it is true.
yeah, exactly.
It's like
the opposite problem.
The opposite. No, it's definitely true. Everything on this island is obviously true.
There's a smoke monster on this island, and I'm his friend.
I know. Yeah. I'm gonna go shake his hand right quick. Hold on.
No.
Wait, hold on. It might be dangerous, Locke. Hold on. You might want to rethink
Don't do that, Locke. No.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, there's a polar bear. Maybe like polar bears are just a natural thing on this island with no snow in the jungle, in a tropical fucking jungle. It's so funny.
That's literally.
That's Jack.
That's everybody here. Yeah, that's Jack. That's Locke. That's Saeed. How they all look at this. Even Mr. Echo, who's like a skeptic.
Yeah.
Would believe things if they're too impossible.
Yeah.
Like his brother being on the same island. It's like, there's something to this.
Yeah, this was my brother's plane. Like, oh.
Yeah. Whereas Jack sees his dad walking around and is like, nope, I'm crazy. This isn't really happening. And now I will never speak of this again.
He literally never brings it up. He hasn't brought that up since we saw it.
He told Locke when it was happening. And I think that's it. He might have told...
Did he tell Kate?
He might have told Kate or Hurley. I don't remember. Briefly. But in the context of I was dehydrated and going through something, it wasn't real. Yeah. But I did see... I mean, fair. I thought I saw my dad.
Fair point. Like, he could have been. Like, you do hallucinate
That's the logical explanation.
Yes.
And Lost is very good at having two explanations for stuff. Mm-hmm. At least, beginning. Where it's like, is this a crazy magic fate thing? Or is there a logical explanation for it? And they both exist simultaneously.
Yeah.
But not the smoke monster.
Can't explain that one away. By logic.
Not Desmond being there. You can't... there's no logical side to that explanation. And so it drives Jack crazy when he's confronted with that stuff.
Especially when they were going through that whole hatch thing.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, hell no.
That we saw a bit of the Thailand Jack come out during that stuff. Well, anyway, let's watch and find out who Tricia Tanaka is.
Yeah. I don't care about them. They're dead. I'm not going to get attached.
They're so smart. How come they're dead? But before we do, don't forget to support the official release, and you can support us on Patreon at Patreon/Awkward Mafia. There's a link in the description and a square at the end of the video over there somewhere. And you can watch next week's video now, and also uncuts of all these videos.
Yeah,
it's also up, probably.
Probably.
If I'm not slacking, it is. Let's watch.
There's no previews. How dare? Yo, wait, is this gonna be the person who Jack's father had an affair with?
In Australia?
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because they alluded that there was a kid. Because he was like, yo.
I think it was a daughter.
Oh, that's true. That could be a girl. I don't know.
True.
I thought we needed a new carburetor.
Well, maybe we don't. Come on, slide behind the wheel. Fire this up.
I recognize that actor.
Yeah, Cheech Marin.
It's stupid. Without a new carburetor, it's not gonna work.
Having hope is never stupid. You gotta believe good things will happen, and then they will. Understand what I'm saying?
Okay, this is a young version
of someone. In this world, son, you gotta make your own luck.
It's Hurley! Oh my god. Is it Hurley?
You've never seen his dad before.
Mm-mm. I know nothing about Hurley. We know nothing about Hurley.
We're gonna have to put that on hold.
He has a curly hair.
I gotta go to Vegas. Mm-hmm. I got some work out there.
Work.
What about the road trip?
Well, the Grand Canyon will still be there when I get back, little dude. Hey, I got something for you.
I'm not supposed to, Mom says.
Live a little, Hugo. It's just a candy.
It is.
Okay.
It's just a candy bar. What's the worst I can have?
Aw. Hurley.
Is this the last time he saw his dad?
Oh, why would you say that?
Because the music.
Why would you...
His sad mom.
This isn't a Disney movie. Stop. No.
And they take Jack, Kate, and Sawyer someplace, and they...
See, we don't need it previously on. Or let's just explain it.
Do Hurley. Oh, is he talking to Liz?
I miss you, Libby.
Oh. No, why would you start this episode out like that? First his father dies. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
And we're reminded about Libby.
Man. Fucking lost.
Desmond said I was gonna die. So this is the part where you tell me it is ridiculous. Don't be daft. He's a nutter.
I think he might be right. And I think it might be my fault. I'm kind of cursed. Death finds me, dude.
Vincent.
What's he got?
Is that an arm?
Keys.
With a key.
Here, Vincent. Come here, Vincent. I think we need to get that.
I think we need to get that.
Chase the dog with the skeletal arm into the creepy jungle. You be my guest.
Okay. If I'm not back in 3 hours, tell somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair point. Oh, it's gone. Of course. Aw, how cute. He's like, fetch. Throw it. No, it's still there. What's the key? What's the key for?
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's a car.
Ooh. Tricia Tanaka. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that mystery's still not solved. But there's a car.
But there's a car.
In the middle of the jungle, that's something.
I mean, they could have cars in the middle of the jungle. There's others. They have
There's a
boats.
boat.
Yeah.
Well, one such lucky winner recently bought a chicken shack.
He bought it. Oh.
I like chicken.
Also, with us is Hugo's former boss and now employee, Randy Nation.
There's Randy.
That's probably every working stiff's fantasy, isn't it, Mr. Reyes?
Sure.
My grandpa Tito died of a heart attack, and the first house about my mom burnt down. Oh, and this guy jumped off my accountant's roof.
What the hell was that?
Sorry, Tricia Tanaka.
Do you mind if we go inside and shoot some B-roll?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Of course he can. Or he's just superstitious. You know, the ribbon isn't cut yet. Hey, you sure it's okay?
Ah, relax.
So he's like, at this point, yeah, a lot of bad things have happened to him. Okay. So he's like hella paranoid.
And then pan through
Nothing could possibly go wrong. What's happening?
What? Was that a meteor?
Yes!
What the hell?
That is so unlikely.
But also, like, the meteor would have blown up, like, more than just... Like, it would have made it... If it was coming in that hot, it would have blown up way more than just...
Well, Hurley can't be killed by a meteor.
Well, obviously.
So, and Randy was right next to him, so I guess they were safe, but yeah. Tricia Tanaka.
No.
Not so much. Roger. Workman.
Car. Tipped over in the jungle, and we can totally fix it.
Why do we need to start a car?
Because it'll be fun. Anyone, we're gonna drive it. You have no idea what you volunteered for, do you? Come on.
Forgive me if I'm not excited about explaining why there's only 2 of us coming back, James.
Well, maybe they should explain why they ain't come looking for us.
I mean...
You know, all you have to do is say sorry. James.
And I ain't got nothing to be sorry for.
What does he have to be sorry for?
Telling her what to do? Being kind of mean about it?
I mean, he's
letting
always
Carl
mean.
leave?
I guess.
Like, yeah.
I mean, I guess, like, yeah, he didn't really, like... talk to her about these decisions. He just kind of did it.
True, but I think we both agree they were all the correct decisions.
They were. He didn't go about it the right way. I guess you
Sure.
could apologize for that. But Kate,
I think has more to apologize for. I think if she started saying I'm sorry.
yeah, she didn't even say sorry for fucking him, even though it was only because she thought he was gonna die.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what you should say sorry for, Kate. Mm-hmm. Fucking Kate.
We got there.
Look, Kate's either like I'm in a like very, very low neutral or I don't like her. And anything will tip me to the I don't like her anymore.
It's not a long journey.
No, it's not. It's right.
What? Mr. Clux got hit by a meteor or an asteroid.
Whatever.
I don't know the difference, but it's gone. I have to go to Australia.
Again with Australia.
That's where the numbers came from.
I can prove to you you're not cursed.
Hey! Hugo!
She's dead.
After 17 years, your father has returned.
After you won the lottery. What a coincidence.
Right?
Your mom wasn't kidding about those candy bars.
Just kidding.
Poor Roger. Sorry about your arm, dude.
Dude, Roger was on a beer run. We'll get that later.
Yeah.
I books, food, porno, ball of scotch.
Apologies for the scotch, mate.
Oh, I drank it.
You can't. Oh, I got it. We're gonna tip it up. Crafty. Crafty. Yeah, crafty. It's like when you're good at crafts.
The worst teacher.
Where's my stuff? What are y'all doing?
Dude, you're alive!
Aww.
Yeah, Snuffy. Good to see you too.
Sawyer.
Jimbo. How you doing?
Jinbo.
Good to see you.
Well, look at that. Somebody's hooked on phonics.
Fucking Hurley. I mean, fucking Sawyer. Oh my god.
You're gonna help us fix this thing.
And why in the hell would I do that?
Because there's beer.
Yeah, not scotch, beer.
Now that's a hell of a Jesus.
That's a hell of a Jesus.
You're acting like he never left us. Like he hasn't been gone for 17 years. And all of a sudden he shows up? Aren't you at least a little suspicious?
I showed up because your mom called and said you were in trouble.
What?
I thought you needed a manly influence, a father, to get you to stop this nonsense.
I'm not crazy. And the only reason he's back is because he wants the money.
Oh, now that hurts.
No, guess what? There isn't gonna be any money.
What are you doing?
Getting rid of it. All of it. The money, the houses, the livestock, and I'm starting with him.
No, Hugo. Your father is staying with us.
He's staying with us. Where?
It's been 17 years, Hugo.
What's been 17 years?
I have needs.
No!
If she has needs, she could just get any other man.
I think she only feels comfortable with the only man she's ever been with, probably. Her husband.
Are they still married?
Probably. They're Catholic.
You saved it.
He saved the car. I don't know if it was out of love for his father. I think it was more of a impulse thing. Like,
Looks like those Dharma freaks were building some sort of dirt road. Woo! Ha! Now we're talking.
Son of a... What's the head doing back there?
Oh, yeah.
Roger.
Oh, that's just Roger.
I'm gonna...
So he's just like, what the fuck?
I have hope. This will work. Damn it.
Skeletor seems to like it. Bottoms up.
It's not cool, dude. That guy had a mom, a family, and friends. And a name. Not Skeletor, it's Roger Workman.
It's Workman, you blockhead. That's his job. He was a Dharma janitor.
Yeah, well, you should still respect the dead.
What's with the earphones? for the noise. Oh. Well, your mother's a very passionate woman. That is disgusting.
Indeed.
This is stupid. Just give her a chance, man.
You've recently come into a great deal of money,
Could have seen that on the news.
True.
but it hasn't brought you happiness.
Yeah, most people who win the lotto aren't happy.
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. There's darkness around these numbers, but it can be removed.
My dad put you up to this? I'll give you $1,000 right now if you admit that my dad told you to say this stuff.
The mystic arts are not subject to bribes. How dare you?
10,000.
Your dad put me up to it.
I was just trying to help. Help who?
Damn.
What'd you do that for? Snap out of it. Stop feeling sorry for yourself because someone said you're gonna die. I got an idea that's gonna help us both. It is dangerous, and there's a very good chance that you will die.
Supposed to convince me to come with you?
It is. Because if you don't die, then we win. Things have really sucked for me lately, and I could really use a victory. So let's get one, dude.
He's like, damn, that hurt.
Let's look death in the face and say, whatever, man. Let's make our own luck.
I'm sorry.
Okay, thanks. Keep it coming.
You were right. Those pants don't make you look fat.
Now you got it. Only 3 things a woman needs to hear.
Oh my god.
What's your problem, Jumbotron?
Shut up, Red Nick man.
Touche.
He's like, oh shit, Hurley's got a backbone. Okay. I do like that he can tell Hurley's being serious because he's like, oh, I'm not gonna fight back. He fucking kicked the shit out of me last time. He kicked the shit out of me last time. I ain't fucking with Hurley.
Oh, this is gonna be real good.
Such an odd group of people.
Just the boys.
I know,
hanging
just
out.
just the boys, you know, minus Saeed, I guess.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm here for the money. Going to Australia is not going to break any curse. We make our own luck, Hugo. I think you should give away the money. All of it. Every penny. Save enough for a new carburetor. I'll send you a postcard from Sydney. I'll be here when you get back.
He's not coming back.
Yeah, this time Hurley's not coming back.
We're gonna jumpstart it. You guys are gonna push it, and then on the way down, I'm gonna pop the clutch and get it started.
You see those rocks? All you're gonna do is crash into those real fast.
Dudes, they know how to drive.
Oh my god.
It's very steep.
Yeah. So he was like, whoa.
You make your own luck.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, Vincent.
They have a car now.
Until they run out of gas, but
Yeah.
If you were looking for help to find Jack, why didn't you ask us?
You don't know where to look and you're not motivated.
You're wrong.
Oh, really? Then why didn't you come
Not
out?
about the motivation, just about knowing where to look. We got a compass bearing, and I'm pretty sure if we follow it, it'll lead us right to him.
How?
Because of the way the sunlight hit Mr. Echo's stick when John was burying him.
Oh yeah.
And Carl? Oh, it's
Rousseau.
Rousseau, yeah.
I came to ask for your help.
What makes you think I have an interest in helping you?
And the girl who helped me escape. She was about 16 years old, and her name was Alex. I'm pretty sure that she's your daughter.
That's the way to get her on board.
Yep.
That was Tricia Tanaka is dead. What'd you think?
Yeah, it was a fun episode.
Some people don't like this episode as much.
I can see why. Like, yeah, it's kind of more of a filler episode.
I like this episode though, because it is a fun episode.
Yeah.
We don't often get to see Hurley with Sawyer and Jin just hanging out.
Yeah, it was a nice like break from all the drama and like seeing Hurley's like internal struggle still about the curse.
And learning that he is indeed part of the father issue club. The daddy issues.
Everyone has daddy issues, okay?
Especially if they're on this island.
Everyone has parental issues.
But yeah, because we never seen his dad before. We've seen his mom and his grandpa and even a brother, but that was very briefly.
Yeah.
I feel like the show forgot he had a brother. But yeah, we see his dad, and it's Cheech Marin. Very funny guy, very funny comedian, actor, and also like a genius.
Oh.
Yeah. But he always wins when he's on Celebrity Jeopardy. And like it's not even close.
Nice.
But yeah, I think they made a smart move casting him as his dad because he abandoned him, but you can't help but like him because it's Cheech Marin.
I mean,
and that thing he said at the end where he just came clean, said, "Yeah, I came for the money, but now that I'm here, I realize, how sucky I was, and you should just give the money away, and we should take this opportunity to get to know each other." And Hurley chose to go to Australia, which
I don't blame him.
Yeah, takes him to the island.
Mm-hmm.
But something I didn't notice for until you said Hurley, leaves, and I thought, yeah, when he was a kid, his dad does the exact same thing, but now it's reversed, where Hurley's abandoning his dad.
Well, not on
purpose, but he is leaving and he's not coming back like his dad did.
Mm-hmm. Well, he could come back.
Well, we don't know exactly what happened to his dad, but he didn't. He never came back until he went in the water.
Also, we don't know if they're going to be on that island forever.
Sure.
So
they could get rescued, I suppose. Yeah, maybe the season finale they'll get reunited. Yeah, the other thing too about the flashback is his mom is the one who brought him back.
Yeah.
Because one, maybe he can help knock some sense into Hurley, and two, it's been 17 years. I'm very lonely.
Needs.
She is a very religious Catholic woman, which means they probably never got divorced.
Yeah.
And which means she's probably only ever been with him, and probably, even if they did get divorced, would not feel comfortable being with another man.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, yeah, just him. It's fine. We're covering Jesus' ears.
I know. That was... I have needs.
I'm pretty sure there's some sin related to making a solid gold statue of Jesus. It's kind of false idol-ish. It's using gold. But whatever. It was something nice for his mom.
I mean, he doesn't really believe in... I don't think he's as religious as...
No, he's not. His mom super is, and he is not. And it's pretty clear his dad isn't either.
It is kind of interesting, though, that she's, religious and spiritual, but doesn't think that her son is cursed.
Because that's paganism. There's no curses in Catholicism. That's sacrilege.
I guess so.
That's why there's no such thing as curses. There's just Jesus and the devil, and that's it. You're possessed, maybe.
But see, that's what I mean. Like people, they could be like, oh yeah, the devil cursed me, or the devil could have an influence. It's interesting because Hurley never really said. I guess he did say it's the numbers. But
yeah. No, curses makes the Mexican Catholics very uncomfortable.
Okay, I don't.
I can say from experience.
Yeah, I'm not Catholic, so.
Yeah, I'm technically not either. I was never baptized, and I was never really raised. I did go to church for a little bit. But my abuelita was very Catholic, as was a lot of my family. Hurley's mom reminds me a little bit of her, or just how religious, Jesus is it. It did always make her uncomfortable that I was never baptized. She was really worried about that, but what you gonna do? My mom didn't wanna. She's like, nah, if they're old enough and they want to, they can, but I'm not gonna force it on them. Yeah. Well, anyway, no real mysteries that I can think of, other than I guess who's Roger.
They
say he's a Dharma janitor,
yeah.
And that's where the car's from Dharma. The man inside was from Dharma.
Yeah.
The beer is from Dharma.
I think it's...
They were building a road, that he said. There's plans to build a road, and they probably didn't build it when he crashed his car.
Clearly.
But it is interesting that they're planning to put roads around the island to get around easier, and this never happened.
And we don't know how long ago that was either. So.
Yeah.
Well, he's been clearly dead for like a while.
Yes. Yes, he has. And the trick Hurley uses to jumpstart the car by going downhill is a real thing, of course. I didn't know that. My mom told me when we first watched it. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I've done that. Okay, that's a thing. That's a real thing. Hurley only knows a little bit about cars, and everything he knows is from his dad. Mm-hmm. That's why he wanted to, fix up the car like he was supposed to with his dad. He knows about carburetors, and he knows that the clutch trick. And he's a good driver, as we've seen here, but that's about it, I think. Mm-hmm. He doesn't know how to fix an engine. That's what Jin did, and he was like, "Can you fix it? Is there anything?" So that is also interesting that he knows about cars, but he doesn't really know a lot. He's not a mechanic. Yeah, he's not a mechanic. He just thought this would be fun.
Which it was, apparently.
Which it was. I mean, they had a great time driving around, drinking beer, hanging out with Vincent.
I know.
Yeah, this interesting because we have Jin and Sawyer a lot, and we have Hurley and Charlie a lot, but we never have them all together, and it makes sense because Hurley is legitimate friends with all three guys.
I like though that when Hurley made his like really lame comeback, Sawyer was just like, "Oh, okay," like
touche,
like, okay, like
shut up, redneck man.
He was like, I mean, that sucked, but you're like talking back. All right, yeah. I see you're serious about this. Like, it was cute.
But yeah, it's Hurley was Jin's first friend on the island because Jin was kept everyone at a distance, and Hurley was the first one to kind of try to break through that. Sawyer and Hurley have a weird friendship because he's constantly insulting him.
Yeah,
but Hurley doesn't let that get in the way of their friendship, kind of thing. And him and Charlie just kind of click. We never saw the moment they became friends. They just were friends, and we didn't question it.
Yeah, they just
because it makes sense.
Hurley just gets along with everyone, though.
Yes.
So,
but Jin doesn't. He's friends with Sawyer and Michael and Hurley, and that's about it. As far as other people on the island. So it is nice to just them hanging out. Fixing the car, drinking beer, learning English.
Freaking Sawyer, man.
And while this is going on, Kate was trying to recruit Rousseau, apparently. Mm-hmm. She told Saeed and Locke the deal. Because they're like, what happened? You're back? Like, we were kind of in the early parts of trying to figure out where you are and helping you. But yeah, she's like, I know who I need to go to, Rousseau, and that's probably a pretty good idea.
Yeah, actually, good on you, Kate. That was smart.
I think we do both agree that it's kind of BS that she expects Sawyer to apologize before her apologizing.
It's classic Kate. She doesn't want to take responsibility for like anything.
Because we need to save Jack, and Sawyer's like, maybe, but not this second.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Carl seems nice enough, but he's a target and we're safer without him. Mm-hmm. But like you did say, he didn't really run any of this by her. He just decided these things. Yeah. But at the same time, she just decided that we need to go back and get Jack.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought up an older thing. When John was burying
the
Echo and he put the stick, the light hit the stick and he saw "Look North, John 3:16," and so that's a bearing north at 3:16. And he decided that's where we're gonna go. And Saeed's explanation is,
I know he saw a stick that said "Go north" when John was burying Mr. Echo.
How do you know that? Because of the way the light hit the stick.
I love how Saeed is just like, yeah, we're fucking running with this. Let's go.
Well, he seems very skeptical, but it's the only thing they got. It's the only... Any direction's better than no direction.
It's true, but I like that he's down. He didn't like question John, really. He just was like, all right.
I'm sure he did, but this is like a day or two later where he's given up. It's like, all right, fine.
All right,
whatever.
I'll go with you.
Whatever.
Got nothing.
We got
better to
Rousseau
do.
on our side. We got Kate, who's good at tracking, along with Locke, who's good at tracking.
Yeah.
This is a pretty good
team.
Rescue team. Yeah.
Not if they die though.
Kate, Locke, Saeed, and Rousseau. Another interesting combination of characters.
I'm actually glad. I want to see more of Rousseau.
Yes,
she's an interesting character.
She is an underrated or underused character so far on the show.
Yeah, it'll be nice to see more of her
because she has a compelling motivation, as Kate put it.
Her daughter.
Her daughter. She knows where her daughter is. It's the same place where Jack is. Yeah.
Solid episode.
It's all
fun episode.
It's a fun episode, but it's all coming together. It's like, okay, we got our teams. Our team. I guess Hurley's group wasn't really a team.
They were just having fun.
They were just having fun because God knows Hurley needed some fun.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Like I said, no real mysteries. We just kind of found stuff out, and stuff is, oh, there's a car here, and there's a man inside.
I like how when the head fell out, they're just like, we'll get it later.
And then they forgot.
I know, and then they forgot about the head.
Like, there's a head back here.
Sawyer's reactions to everything this episode was gold.
Yeah. Because he just came out angry, like, where's my stuff? And Hurley's like, you're alive!
He's like, I can't be mad at this teddy bear.
Because Hurley was the last one to see him on that dock. And he felt so bad about just leaving them. And Jin is like his best friend on the island. So they're both like, not going to let him be angry. They're just going to hug him. And Sawyer can't stay mad.
I know. Sawyer is a huge softie deep inside.
Especially when you give him all that free beer.
I know.
To make up for the lost scotch.
Yeah. There's beer. Okay.
Yeah. All right. That's it for this episode. Any question for the audience?
No.
Not really a question-heavy episode.
No.
So just let us know what you thought of the episode. Are you in the camp that this is a great episode or a filler episode? Because there are good filler episodes.
I think this was a good filler.
Filler doesn't mean bad.
Not all the way.
Not all. Often it does, but there's always a good filler.
There's good fillers.
There's good filler. And I think this is in the category of good filler.
Yeah.
Because it's fun.
Yeah. You need that sometimes.
Lost isn't always fun. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.